Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Ancient Galaxy and Distant Worlds universe. We are going to play the Ancient Galaxy scenario, and we are going to be the Terran Federation, and we are the rule of the humans. Our style of government is Way of the Ancients, and we also already have 16 colonies and 15 systems. And then we have some victory conditions here. We need 33% of each, the economy, galactic population, and colonies. I figured I'd try this one out. Not too many people, I don't think, have tried this on YouTube, so I'm going to give this a shot and maybe have another failure on my channel. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If you're new to Distant Worlds, do not, and I repeat, do not start with this scenario. It is very, very busy, very, very fast, and it'll overrun you, and you'll just walk away defeated, and you probably won't pick the game up ever again. So definitely look at another way to start the game. This scenario starts at normal difficulty, but just because there is so much going on, it is still very, very hard to play. Whether I'm going to be micromanaging everything, I'm guessing probably not, just because we're jumping right in. We got 16 colonies to look after and 15 systems. We got several fleets, tons of ships. To jump right in and try to micromanage that right away is going to be impossible. So we'll get going, and our victory conditions don't apply until 9870. Now, this storyline takes place way, way, way long time ago. Basically, when you play a Distant Worlds game, these events have taken place in the Ancient Galaxy, hence the name of the scenario. So the Terran Federation has gradually expanded from its home in the center of the galaxy. Most neighboring empires appear friendly and peaceful. Our friends the Caadians and Actarians lie to the east and west. To the southwest, Daiuts pose a real but manageable threat. To the north are many potential allies in the Character Unity Pact. And this Unity Pact was spoken of in the storylines of the Return of the Shakturi. All is at peace, or is it? We hear reports from the far north of the galaxy about a newly arrived Shaktur Dominion. So the Shaktur have just for the first time appeared in our galaxy. So we're concerned about them, but we're not really sure yet just how much of a threat they are. But we're definitely going to be having to keep an eye on them. So let's just start playing and hit the pause button right away. And right away, there's an event. We just completed construction of a new armored factory at our colony Terra in the Sol system, which is the one we're looking at right now. This episode is probably just going to be going through and looking at some stuff and trying to figure out just what we're doing. So if we zoom out, and I think I got to adjust some, yeah, I'm going to have to adjust a couple things here in the settings. So let's just go in here. I just want to get zoom speed up a little bit higher. Okay, so let's do that. Zoom. There, that's a little better. Okay. I was just doing a lot of scrolling just to zoom out. Okay, so let's have a look here. And let's turn off all the vector lines so we can have a better look. So this is our empire here. And we stretch in through this area here, and we're also down into this area as well. Here are the Daiuts that they were talking about. They have a couple of systems here, and they're not overly friendly to us. The Actarians are over here, the Caadians are over here, and I believe Ikurus are in here, and they're semi-friendly, I believe. This is the Keritu Pact up here, I believe, these three systems here. Yeah, the Character Unity Pact is the Ikuru, which are here, the Atukians, which are here, and the Goltak, which are here. And they're the Goltak are Keterovs, and they're pretty good spies too, so they're good to have on our side. How friendly they are towards us, they're still pretty cautious, but they're definitely going to be manageable. We're not hated too much by them. We got +4 with them, and we got a -2 there, and +3 here. The Actarians, who are to the east, they're just cautious, and we have a free trade agreement with them. And on the other side are the Caadians, and they kind of like us as well. And we have Loris fruit. We've started with actual Loris fruit, so let's just make sure we're trading that with these guys. while we're in here. And we're already trading with them. So we're going to try and get in with these guys, get friendly with these guys. This Unity Pact, I don't believe it gets shattered a bit later. According to the storylines in the Return of the Shakturi, events happen. I believe one of them turns on the other, and but we're going to try to be friendly with all of them because the Shakturi are up here somewhere. And these guys are right smack dab in their way. So having them sort of as a bit of a buffer is a good thing. So we got that. And who else is out here right now? We have the Dios, which we just talked about. They're down here. And they definitely do not like us. So they might be an initial threat right away. And we got Tikans down here. They're just cautious, so they're not doing too bad. And they like our style of government. I wonder if I should trade our Loris fruit with them as well. I don't see a real problem in doing that. They don't like our huge strength and power, and they're upset that we refuse to trade the valuable resources with them. So let's click that on as well. So basically our own... Oh, we got the Ignari in here too. They got a couple... few systems in here, or a few planets in this system here. So we got the Dayuts and the Ugnars right here. They're not too bad, but I believe they might become a threat. I think maybe Darians and them aren't getting along very well. So maybe we'll just go with that for now as far as diplomacy. Okay. So let's have a look at some stuff. Let's come in and have a look at our colonies. Now, right off the bat, I think I'm going to automate the colony taxation. I don't think I have a real need to micromanage that too much. And by the looks of it, the AI is doing pretty darn good with that anyways. So maybe we'll just come in here and make sure we click that on right away. I am going to be running with some automation, like I said. So let's put colony taxes on. I'll just come in one at a time as we discuss it, and then we'll click some stuff on. And we'll resume playing. What do we got here? We got an armored factory, a fortified bunker, which is being built now. Armored factory is going into this place as well. It looks like we have a regional capital as well. So we're a fair bit down the tech tree as well, I believe. We'll have a look at that in a bit. So we're building some planetary facilities. Fortified bunker, fortified bunker. One thing I didn't notice was Boscarans. I do believe they're in this game. We just haven't met them. There's going to be a bunch of other empires come across or show themselves as we go. So quite a few colonies here. To go through and micromanage all of them is probably going to be a bit of a chore. So yeah, I'm going to let the AI do the taxing and stuff. We'll try to do some building and... Okay, so let's go in and have a look at our resources. I'm just going to sort by type. And it looks like we've been doing quite a bit of mining. We've got quite a bit of stuff and a few luxuries by the looks of it. Sorry if I'm scrolling through this too quick. So we're in good shape there right off the bat, so that's a good thing. And we do have some potential colonies out here. We got, what, 3, 6, 9 of them. So there's 9 more colonies we could gobble up here. And I see 100% and 92, 99. There's an independent on that one. So we definitely have some expansion possibilities to do yet. And I'm wondering if I shouldn't... You know what? I am going to automate the colonization as well. Just as much as I can get off my plate initially, I think is going to be the best. And maybe as we go and get familiar with what's going on, we'll take some of the automation off and try to micromanage a bit more. Okay, so colonization and tax rates are automated, and we'll let the AI take care of that stuff. So that's good enough for that. Victory conditions, I'm not going to look into... I don't know whether we... Yeah, I lost all my completed games during my transition to Windows 7, so I don't have any more of these. I'll have to start over, I guess. Achievements and everything are gone. Yeah, so I don't know whether this screen is even going to apply in this scenario. I'm not sure how that works. But I won't go through that too far. Policies. I'm just going to slip in here for a sec and just see what our boarding policies are all about here. So we're going to capture ship when they're high tech or larger than we can build. Otherwise, we're probably going to just destroy them. I don't know whether that's worth doing the always capture, but yeah, do that. And we won't immediately upgrade them. I don't think. I might come back and revisit this. So, and I don't think there's much else I'm going to look at in there. Let's have a look at our leaders. Our leader and characters. Okay, have a look at our leader. He's health oriented. Population growth plus 19 and colony happiness plus 8. That's good. And we got some civilian maintenance savings. Colony income takes a bit of a hit though. And we have an ambassador who's transferring to the Actarian homeworld. I'm assuming it's the homeworld. And we have one scientist. He's an ultra genius, so we get 20% research bonus. Beautiful. Okay, and energy research and weapons research have a bit of a bonus on that as well. And we already looked in here. Won't come back in there. Just have a quick look and see what we have. Way of the Ancients, which is a super good government, as you can tell. War wariness is kind of normal, though. It's the only downside to it, really. Maintenance cost minus 10%. Approval is plus 30. Growth rate plus 15. Research plus 50%. Nice. Troop recruitment, normal. Corruption. Speaking of normal, this scenario plays on the normal difficulty. So it's not overly tough, but just because there's so much going on, it makes it quite a challenge. Corruption minus 20% and colony income plus 10%. So that'll help our... I think that cancels out what our leader's doing to us here. So, as far as the economy going, looks like things are clicking along pretty darn good here. Spaceport income, I think we just... the game probably just built a whole bunch of private sector stuff. That's probably why we're getting that. So that could be the reason we have such a good bottom line at the moment. But we got 630K in colony tax revenue, which is really, really good. So yeah, I think we'll let the AI handle the taxing for now. We have 23 escorts. I'm assuming they're just out and about by themselves, and the rest of this would probably be in fleets. We'll have a look at that in a bit. And 9 troop transports, and if I recall, they're probably full of troops. 11 carriers and 3 resupply ships. And then we got a bunch of stuff here. We have no colony ships. 12 exploration, 11 construction. Might leave the construction automated too. I might take control of a couple of them. And 5 research stations. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's go have a look at research now. Okay, yes, we are actually quite far down in the tech tree by the looks of it. You know, try not to scroll too quick here. So we got all the ground unit stuff by the looks of it. We got planetary defense, battlefield sabotage for our special forces. Do we have armor? Yeah, armor. Oh, I see. We're actually scrolled over a bit. There we go. That makes a little more sense. Okay, so we got all the basics as far as ground troops. We're really good on missiles. We got right up to improvements to concussion missiles. So that's as good as our missiles get until we go to the heavy missiles. Good boarding. Excellent. We got fighters right up the yin-yang by the looks of it. Torpedoes, improvement to shockwave torpedoes. So yeah, we got some good weaponry right out the gate. So I'm not quite used to starting like this, so this should be quite the challenge. EMP blasting, EMP defenses, and we are right up into Shatter Force lasers. Nice. And we'll just pop in here for a sec, and we got decent hyperdrives. These are the ones I like because they're fast. Speed-wise, they're fast. And of course, that's scrolling off the screen. I'll just come down a bit. Yeah, 18150, but it takes 12 seconds to initiate the jump. These ones only take 7 seconds to initiate the jump, but they only go 13750, so it's kind of a toss-up at which one we want. And we're researching these ones right now. I wonder what's on our ships at the moment. That's sort of a mid-range right there. 11 seconds to jump and then 18150. That might be worth doing. Enhanced shields, we got high capacity storage. So Ducalius shields, or Ducalius? Yeah, Ducalius. And I'm assuming we're probably still running on Kevlar fuel. I have to look at our ships to find that out. I booed around a bit in this scenario quickly before I started up, but I'm coming in kind of green. So this should be interesting. Oh. That has not been built yet either. Oh. I'll guarantee I won't get it. I'll guarantee you we will not get that. And it cost 100 grand. I think we're better off just not getting that and spending the money on buying ships, because we're going to need lots of ships in a hurry. So whether I'm going to do this, we got a 50%, was it 50% science bonus? So whether we actually need this stuff, I don't know. What else do we have in here we could grab? Coordinated docking, enhanced storage, enhanced troops. Got marshy, swamp, and continental, perfect. And we got advanced scanning, fleet targeting, fleet countermeasures. Did I see that was being built? I think we're trying to build that already. Let me just have a look, another look here. I might go in here. I might try to get the open. Oh, it's already built. So yeah, I don't think we're meant to get a huge amount of wonders in this game, which is why I'm probably not going to worry about building this right away. I'll put the money into something else. But whether we need to go for that right away, it would lead to this, which enhances our research capacities or outputs. So this might be worth coming down. Maybe just come right through here. Another regional capital will be handy too. Well, I'll click that off. We'll maybe stick on this for now. What's this? Naval Academy, Planetary Facility, and Command Center improvement. Yeah, I think we'll just stay at that. Let's have a look at our research stations quickly. Again, this episode will probably be just reviewing a bunch of stuff and just seeing where we are. What's our 1188? Yeah, we get 50% from Way of the Ancients and plus 15. So our science is actually really good. So whether we need to actually build those wonders, I think I'd rather put the money into actually getting some military together. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty much overkill. But that's fine. Maybe what I'm going to do... Should I automate research? I think I'll keep research myself. Okay. Yeah, we'll do my research by myself. I won't automate that at all. But just have a look at our construction ships. Yeah, they're already queued up to go do stuff. Oh, one thing I did want to check was that media complex. I thought I saw that. Yes, right here. And if I recall, that gives a bonus to population growth. Like 100%. It doubles population growth. 21 and 80%. Is that the best place for it? Again, it costs money to do it, and it's already been purchased to build here, so I guess I'll just leave it. But yeah, I think the construction ships I'll just leave automated for now. I might take a few off automation and do something manually. But we'll let them go do what they do. And we'll just come into individual ships here. So we got escorts, escorts, escorts. Yeah, it looks like escorts. Lots of escort. And then we got troop transports, which are not fleeted by the looks of things. I think there might be, if I'm not mistaken. Where's the first fleet here? I think they're mixed in with these fleets. Troop transports, yes they are. I always pull these out. And I might do that yet. Yeah, so there's our fleets here. We have a bunch of strike forces, which I'm just going to leave automated. But the fleets I might control manually for sure. I think we have like 4 of them. Let's just come into the fleet screen, actually. Probably a little easier to look at. Yeah, we got 1st Fleet, 2nd Fleet, 12th Fleet, and 13th Fleet. And the rest are strike forces. And they all have like 4 ships in them. Probably each with a carrier by the looks of it. So that looks kind of effective. So these are all moving around. One's refueling. You're moving. Oh, no. 2 have no mission here. So what do we got in here? Yeah, a couple. I think these are the troop transports. So there's 3 troop transports. 4 maybe? 4 troop transports. 3 carriers and a bunch of assorted ships. I might be adjusting that before too long. Don't know whether there's anything else. Spaceports, maybe look at those. We got 4 spaceports. They're all large spaceports, and they are scattered around. So we got one there. That's our homeworld right there. So we got a large one at homeworld. And wow, there's a whole bunch of stuff queued up to be done here. So I don't think I'm going to need to buy ships right away. Yeah, there's a whole bunch being built, so... what are they, all escorts? Oh, all freighters. Oh, okay, this is private sector stuff. All right, okay, got it. Okay, so yeah, we'll probably run the first bit of the game with everything, with all the ships sort of automated, and then we'll pick apart and grab what we need to grab. Ship designs now. Let's just come in and... you know what? I'm going to put that on automation as well, and we'll just pick what designs we want to deal with. I don't want to be doing the freighters and all that stuff, so let's do ship design automatically. And maybe I'll look at some other stuff while we're in here. Population policies I'll do manually. Troop recruitment. The AI tends to spend all your money on you, but let's try it. Fleet formation we'll do ourselves. Research we'll do ourselves. Character location I think we'll do ourselves. And automation, we're going to fully automate colonization. Shipbuilding. I might just throw that on suggest maybe. For now. I don't know whether we'll accept any of the suggestions, but intelligence suggest, okay. Attacks against enemies, okay, we'll control all these manually. Offer and accept pirate missions. I'm going to control manually, otherwise we get spammed with advisors. And colony facility building, control manually. So I think that's what the custom or the automation we're going to use out the gate anyway, so we might adjust a few things as we go. Okay, so let's resume playing. And so I'm going to leave all these on, except for what I'm going to actually adjust. So it looks like we... Oh, not sure what date that is. 71... Yeah, that's kind of a weird date. I guess we got to get the game going first before that makes any sense. But that's just out the gate. So that looks like we just redesigned. Let's just go to all designs. Yeah. Just looking at the dates here. So those are old designs. And we've just redesigned, and we have none of those. So, okay, so it looks like the AI has just redesigned a few things just as we come into the game. So we got capital ships, none. Do we have any capital ships at all? No, we haven't built any capital ships. So okay, so let's see. Let's have a look at our bases. I just as soon have a quick boo at these. It looks like they're just recently redesigned anyway, so let's edit that. And I'm just going to call these extractors. They're great extractor. And we'll go all weapons. And we'll sort by category, sort by name, and holy crap, do we have a lot of stuff here. Impact assault blasters. 45, 130. Looks like we got lots of power. And we got an upgrade on our mining components as well by the looks of it. 4 bays, definitely increase that. Want to be able to refuel real quick if we come in here. So I'm going to bring that up to about 10. Okay. 13,000 cargo capacity, I guess is fine. I don't know what each ship is going to have. Well, maybe I'll round that up a bit to 15 something. Just do a bit of an upgrade on it. Oh, we are way overkill on energy collection. Okay, looks like we got an improvement on our energy collection as well. Okay, so let's just adjust that a bit. And. Let's put some assault pods on them. Just to get the boarding strength. I don't know how active the pirates are in this scenario. I know they're in the game. Not sure how active they are. I'm guessing they're just as much of a pain in the ass as they usually are. Yeah, we'll go countermeasures, combat targeting, damage control. What else should we maybe bring up? Should I throw a fighter bay on them? I think I will. Okay, we'll put some more hab and life. Which is where? Where on earth is that stuff? Am I just missing it? Probably. Yeah, I'm not used to all this stuff in, right there it is, being available right away. I certainly won't put hyper deny on these, because if something wants to run away from my stations, we should let it. Long range scanner's not really worth it. Okay, maybe some ion defense. And we'll maybe mix up the weaponry a bit. We'll put a couple of those, maybe 3 of those, maybe a couple rail guns just to punch through some shields if we need to. Still doing good. Impact assault blasters. Let's have a look at these. Oh. Oh, they're there. Damage 12. Speed 260. Okay, so we lose 6 at that maximum distance, so we get 6. Just roll over this. Oh, minimum damage 5. Okay, so maximum damage 12. Yeah, sort of mid-range. This is long range. Minimum damage 11, maximum damage 11. Really? Range 8, 10. I think I'd like to put a couple more of those on. And should we, let's see, what are we at? 85. Maybe a couple more shields too, just to make it a little more difficult. Now, what I'm going to do is maybe mix them up. These are the faster charging shields, and these are the stronger shields. These have 215 and recharge is only 0.5. This is 0.8 and 130, so I might throw a couple of these on. And then we got it sort of mixed up as the speed and strength. Tractor beam, maybe to push them away. Might be an idea. How much power does it use? 28. Ooh, that's pretty powerful. Gravity beams. I don't use gravity beams a whole lot. Ooh, 70. Wow. That's a big draw. Point defense. Maybe I better throw a couple of those on. Maybe 3 of them. 107. We're still within our power. It's getting to be pretty big, but the private sector pays for this anyways, so I'm not too concerned about that. And yes, we are using Kevlar fuel. On these anyways. Okay. I think we'll go with that. And we'll just save that design for now. And we will edit this one as well. We'll kind of just copy what I just did there. So I'm just going to call this the miner. And we'll just go down the list, I guess. Some assault pods. Get us into like the 300 range. And oop, did I put fleet or regular countermeasures? I hope I didn't put fleet countermeasures and stuff on the other one. Combat targeting, countermeasures, and we have too many of those. Damage control. And 1 fighter bay. And what else do we do to this thing? I'm not going to worry about bringing the bays up on this. That's fine. And I won't worry about the cargo either. I just wanted the fuel-ish aspect of it taken care of. Okay, so point defense. 1, 2, 3. And these 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. Cabin life. Okay, and what else did I throw on this? I forget now. Ion defense, of course. Oh, I already got that. I forget what else I put on that. 95, I don't think it was much else. I might have just put an extra missile on it, maybe. Well, regardless, I think we'll just go with that. Okay, so we'll take care of that, and we'll definitely save. And I'm going to click those onto manual. I'll leave the retrofit on automatic. Let the AI retrofit when it feels fit. Retrofit whenever it feels fit. That's an interesting way to put it. And what I think I'm going to do, since we're at the end of the episode anyways, is I'll off camera, I'll come in and I'll adjust all these designs, and then I'll come in and just sort of just summarize what I did here, because that'll be a whole other episode for me to adjust all this. So I think that'll be the better way to do that, rather than get you guys to sit through this. Okay, so that's getting there, and we'll do the designs between episodes, and we'll look at those when we come back, and then we'll have to look at where we're putting our fleets and everything. So we got the Daiuts here, which we're going to be a little bit concerned with. These guys are definitely super aggressive. So, and then these guys here, the Ignari. Yeah, they're not overly upset with us, but I get the feeling they're going to be an issue. So I'm not going to get too friendly with them. But yeah, there it is, the ancient galaxy. Like I said, if you're a new player, do not start with this. Even though when you set up a game, it's the first option, don't do it. Just don't do it. And you'll see why once we get this game rolling. So I guess we'll call it at this, and we'll pick it up next time. So this should be interesting. I'm not used to jumping into a game that's this far advanced at the beginning, so I usually always start at pre-warp, and to jump in with all this stuff already in place is quite the challenge. And I'm not using any mods other than Beaker. I just I put Beaker in, and that's it. That's all I've done to as far as mods go. So it's pretty much a vanilla game, and like I said, it is on the normal difficulty. But regardless, it's still going to be a challenge. Alright, so we're up and running, and we will pick it up next time. Thanks for watching.